Alright, we're recording.
Alright. I just made an OnlyFans for us, by the way. You guys want the email?
Sonny, you have to do the intro because you haven't done it in a while.
I'm so brain dead.
Come on, Sonny, do the intro.
Come on.
I'm so brain dead.
Come on.
It's been all
Sonny,
day.
do the intro.
It's no fair.
Just say something.
Look, either you do the intro or I'll do it and I'll make it really cringy. And
Oh, let me close my door.
You'll hate
Let me
it.
get water as well.
He kind of does look like a pedo.
Welcome back to Sons of Liberty. I'm one of the funny hosts. I'm one of the cool hosts. I'm one of the better hosts. KYKA. Season 2 is never coming out. Never, ever, ever.
I'm the better host, so don't get that twisted.
I'm the better host.
I'm the better host.
Okay, no, fully original, trademarked host with the most. That's who I am. All right.
Fully original trademark.
Fully original trademark, copyright patent. All right, you do your gimmick, KYKA.
I played Destiny 2 for a living.
What
I'm
the
a
fuck is it? The
casual,
intro
so-
about me?
Yeah.
Fucking. I was about to
Alright.
say
And then,
And then we have
Face.
the Sunny
and
man.
then Sunny, say your funny catchphrase.
I'm Sunny, the host of the most.
Nope, can't say that. My copyright trademark patent. Sorry. I actually invented that phrase.
Oh, you invented it?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I invented it, and then Chao kind of stole it from me, so...
Oh no, actually, I already have the patent right here. Sorry.
well, I have the first patent. My patent expired.
Oh my god, guys! It's episode 30, divisible by 10. And
But if
3.
you think about it, this is the 100th video that we're gonna post on our stupid ass channel. So,
Thank you for 100 videos, boys.
should
Thank
delete
you
the
for
channel.
100
We should
videos.
delete the channel after this video.
We're not deleting the channel. That's after 100 episodes, not 100 videos. It's
So-
different.
But yeah, I still think we should delete it.
We'll
Yeah.
delete
There
the
you-
channel at 333 videos.
So that means you have to post even more clips than before.
Even more clips. Okay.
So we can get there before even episode 100.
Oh no, well that's not how that
okay,
works.
no, we're
But actually-
Nah,
deleting
that's how it
We're
works.
deleting it at episode 100. Watch while you can. It's a nudist honest thing. As soon as
It's
it's over,
n-
it's gone
No,
forever.
no, please no.
Whatever you post on the internet will never be gone.
Here's a
forever.
hot take. Here's the first hot take of the fucking episode. Markiplier is trash.
What?
Wow.
Alright, let's go on. So,
No. Fuck you. Fuck you. Markiplier is great.
Make Markiplier great again.
Markiplier is good. I'm not.
nah, bro.
I don't know
Markiplier
if
is
he's
like
great, but
fucking
he's
Joe
good.
Biden.
No, he is not Joe Biden. But speaking of Joe Biden, let's talk about the weekly Joe Biden slam.
Oh, it's
Poggers,
back.
poggers.
Oh.
It's the favorite
Alright,
part
boys.
of the podcast where we gawk about the president like CNN. Oh, don't worry. We'll get to CNN later. But first,
Okay, so yesterday was Jesus Christ Resurrection Day, also known as Easter.
not real. Not real. Not real.
What? Nah. He's real, and you should all believe in the Lord and the
Okay,
Son.
anyways. So Joe Biden had his like little ceremony for Easter or whatever, and everyone was celebrating, everyone around him, and there happened to be an Easter bunny lurking through Joe Biden's shadow. And Joe Biden, while he was talking to some people about Afghanistan and Pakistan for some reason, the Easter bunny went up to him, said hi, and then Joe Biden started walking with the Easter bunny away from the people.
Pakistan should not, and Afghanistan should be. People should
Oh, the Easter Bunny, Easter Mr. President.
Just like out of nowhere, unsolicited, he was like, you know what? This guy's gonna give me a rim job. Let's go, boys. So, Joe Biden's
Hey, yo! I cannot
So- I feel
believe you
so
would say
bad.
something that absolutely disgusting and vile and cruel, especially on Easter.
National television top 5K US news channel on YouTube, by the way.
Okay, no, but like, I cannot believe that you would ever say something that gross and horrible. It was not something like that. Joe Biden wasn't looking for a sexual favor because the Easter Bunny isn't a child.
Oh yeah, he can't sniff its hair.
You don't know that.
It's fake hair.
You don't know the age.
You know what? You're.
It was the Easter Bunny.
So?
Yeah, maybe he has like
the
child
Bunny.
slave labor.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
the Easter
exactly.
Bunny is just like 3 kids in a trench coat.
No, but seriously, like, look at the clip. All right, Joe Biden he's talking to people about an issue. Easter Bunny comes up to him and he just leaves the people mid conversation.
Bro, you know what? First of all, I don't think it's that hard to believe that Joe Biden wasn't intensely interested in just going on a little Easter egg hunt with the Easter Bunny. I don't know what's so wrong with that.
I think he just wants to be with kids.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, kids, you go on Easter egg hunts, and so the bunny was just helping him, get to the kids.
Yeah, that's actually really smart.
Getting to the kids to sniff them,
No,
Exactly.
no.
Sorry, cupcakes.
There we go.
Yeah, he's gonna definitely touch their cupcakes, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Joe Biden.
By the way, we're not talking about actual cupcakes, we're talking about their genitalia. Just for those
What?
No.
Are you insinuating that Joe Biden is
Is Bill Clinton?
A pedophile?
Are you insinuating that Joe Biden is a Democrat?
Jeffrey Epstein? Yeah.
Okay, alright, so yeah, the Easter Bunny apparently has psychic powers and is controlling the president. What's next?
Also, since we're talking about Easter, Joe Biden, as I mentioned, he had this Easter ceremony at the White House, and while he was finishing up a speech, you could hear his wife in the distance yelling at Joe Biden to actually wave. But Joe Biden clapped. And she's mentioned it twice. She's like, Joe, wave. He starts clapping. She's like, no, Joe, wave. And then he just walks away.
Thank you and happy Easter. All right.
Wait.
That's the video.
Stupid. It's like your mom telling you to hey, so go say hi to your family members. Hey, do this. Hey, do that.
Alright, look, alright? Communication can be very difficult. He is, the main, the symbol of America. So, whatever he does, people listen to him. People pay very close attention in everything he does, and it can be hard to communicate the right diplomatic gestures at the right times. So you're supposed to wave, sometimes you clap. It's not his fault.
Yeah. 420's coming up, so maybe he's preparing.
He's still learning how to be a president. He's not even in his second term yet.
Yeah, he's pretty young. He's only at the ripe age of, 78 or whatever the fuck his age is, so...
I mean, he's mentally 5. That's why he likes going to those 5-year-olds.
He's 2 years into his term.
Oh.
He's mentally 4 years old and 20 days, because that's what he's waiting for, boys. 420.
So funny. You got the 420 joke in there. It's so funny.
Guys. Oh, wait.
420s in 2 days.
Oh my god.
2 days?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The funny weed day.
Whoa.
Biden's having these cognitive issues because of 420.
It's like marijuana.
Marijuana.
Mary Joanna.
Mary Jane.
Mary Joanna.
I like he's trying to emphasize the Joanna when people just call it Mary Jane. It's like, Mary Joanna.
Mary Juanita.
I'm trying to sound more... I'm trying to sound more ethnically inclined to our Latinx
To
viewers.
what? What?
Just trying to make El Chapo happy,
Yeah,
It's probably like the second most stupidest thing I've heard you guys say.
Yeah, well, definitely not the first.
Definitely not the first.
Joe Biden's 20.
So we learned a couple things about Joe Biden today. He loves Easter egg hunts and kids. He can't wave, but he can clap. That is worth noting. And... Scene transition!
Joe Biden was recently made fun of on Saudi TV, and they have like this skit of him. But it started off slow, but it got good towards like a little bit,
Yeah. I did like the particular point where it was, the reporter was reading off the tweets, and a lot of them were echoing the sentiment that essentially Saudi Arabia was picking up where SNL would have been, mocking the president and mocking all political sides. But of course they're not doing that now because they've been corrupted by leftist corruption culture. Which, we've gone on about corruption culture at length on this show. And there are a lot of other people, who've done a lot of in-depth dives into it on their own channels. Shout out SFO, Short Fat Otaku. It's not really a shout out because they're like way bigger than us, but if we blow up and check our backlog, he makes a lot of really good content. I kind of took the whole idea of corruption culture, among other things, from him, because he's thought about this stuff a lot. But basically, corruption culture, leftist ideology essentially has to dig its way into everything and infect it with not even necessarily just politics and just virtue signaling, but both. And when Saturday Night Live couldn't perform, Saudi Arabia, had to step up to the mantle, which, can I just say, kind of unexpected. Like, who thought this was gonna happen? I don't know. I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, I mean, Saudi Arabia, definitely not the best track record when it comes to, human rights or anti-corruption. But, I guess this was funny, and we could all have a laugh at that.
Fucking hella funny, what do you mean? Bro, man's called, Kamala the First Lady. It was fucking hilarious. I mean, it's fun of that.
No, it's definitely funny. So
Saudi Arabia's got a lot of problems, but that one time they did hit. They did.
That one time?
The one time, kind of based. And red belt. Yeah. And sheesh.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Fucking hell.
We are going to hell.
I guess that's all there is for Joe Biden.
Yeah,
right?
So I think that's it with the Joe Biden slam. They've gotten shorter because, honestly, a lot of the things that we have to say about Biden are things that we've already said. He does the funny gaffe. He doesn't know where he is. He is not really fit to be a president. Whatever. But, you know what? We have a few more interesting topics to talk about today.
Yeah, and this next one is so interesting,
oh,
actually.
Boy. You've probably heard a lot about it because, Twitter won't shut up about it because it's Twitter. But Elon Musk has been in some shit. Okay, take it away.
So this will be kind of an overview of what happened, because we are kind of late to it, but I am going to summarize it for you guys, because I know this is kind of a complicated issue that not a lot of people have time to really understand. So let's start from the beginning. Elon Musk originally played around with the idea of owning Twitter. I think it was 2018. It was a joke thing. He asked, how can I own Twitter? Fast forward 2022, Elon Musk bought 9% of Twitter, a little bit over 9% of Twitter, and that was disclosed eventually, I think, I don't know the exact date, but it was a while ago. And that caused the Twitter stock price to jump, I think it was almost 30% in 1 day or 2 days, which is crazy, insane. And so, Elon Musk was offered to be on the board of directors on Twitter. And Musk actually initially played around with the idea. He said maybe. And then he declined. And no one really understood why Musk declined. I guess some people had some hindsight, but most people didn't understand what his next move was going to be. Well, his next move was going to be to outright buy Twitter. And so, by the time he... Yeah, based, by the way. By the time he actually offered to buy Twitter, the stock tanked to about $44 to $46. And he was offering to buy all of Twitter for a premium of $54.20 a share. So that's a very high markup just to purchase Twitter. And the board of directors, they said, okay, give us like a couple days or a day. And they came back and they said no. In fact, they were so strongly against Elon Musk purchasing Twitter in full, by the way, over the asking price of a share in the stock market, the publicly traded stock market, they imposed a poison pill. This was found out recently. And what a poison pill essentially does in the stock market terms is if anyone purchases over 15% of Twitter through the public stock market, the board of directors will allow they'll allow the stock to be diluted. Basically, they'll be selling stock at less of a premium. So, for example, if Elon Musk he buys 20% of Twitter on the public stock market, the stock will actually be traded at a lesser value. So if he buys it at $50 a share, they'll drop it down to $40, and that's how they'll prevent him from, having a large stake in Twitter.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, kind of bad. And by the way, let's talk about what the board of directors are supposed to do at Twitter. They take an oath, and that oath is to act in the company's best interest. Elon Musk offered to buy the entire company for a very large premium. How is that not acting in the company's best interest if you could sell the company way over a stock's premium? Right? That seems kind of, corrupt. But that's not even the worst part. Alright? Or I guess that's kind of where it ends with the board. Now people are speculating what Elon Musk's next move is. Some, including myself, just by what's going on, he said he has a plan B. Elon Musk said he has a plan B if the board doesn't accept his offer. And what I assume his plan B to be is he'll grab, probably a couple of people purchasing up to 14.9% of Twitter individually.
GG.
And that he will own the company at that point.
Right.
Which makes sense, right? You can't have everything, but that's a way to bypass that poison pill. But he hasn't announced it, and we're kind of still waiting for that development to come. Also, I don't know, maybe he has a different plan. That's just what I assume is going to happen.
Right.
Based on what realistically his options are, right? I don't know if he could give the best fucking hand job to the board of directors and they just give him the company. That doesn't seem likely.
Yeah, no, so, you're not going to get Twitter with just hands. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and a lot of people started pointing some very funny things out. The board of directors is made of very interesting people. So, for example, I can't remember the exact individual person, but one of the people on Twitter, part of the board of directors, has a Twitter account, but they have 0 tweets, 0 retweets, 0 likes. So they do not use Twitter at all.
Bruh. Also,
another interesting thing is the board of directors own a very small portion of Twitter. As you can see, I'm going to put up the little graphic. They don't own more than, I think it's 3% of Twitter? And that's including Jack Dorsey, who was the previous CEO, and he owns a 2.25% stake in Twitter. So most of that really comes from Jack Dorsey. If you exclude him, which he's already stepping down from the board,
right?
They won't even have 1% of Twitter. Not even 0.5%. That's how diluted it is. So it kind of seems weird that these people on their high horses can dictate whether Elon Musk can purchase Twitter outright without even owning 0.5% collectively. So it makes you question what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Elon Musk already said if he plans to buy Twitter or if he purchases Twitter, he's going to make it go private. And what that basically means is there's not going to be any more board. And the board, they practically work like a half part-time job, and they get paid collectively $3 million per year. So that's a lot of money, especially for a company that's kind of going in the tank. Twitter's not exactly profitable.
Well, questionably profitable.
Well, they're not exactly profitable. I'm pretty sure they're losing money, but they operate based on the intrinsic value of Twitter because it connects a lot of people, right? That's why investors are still connected to the company.
The fact of the matter is, people just use Twitter, so it's not like it's gonna fall off plus ratio.
Exactly, and there's too much of the people using Twitter. It's too much. I don't know the exact number, but it's a lot. Plus, there's also been another interesting development. I forgot to mention this. Vanguard Corporation, which is a asset manager, they purchased a little bit over 10% of Twitter, which makes them the actual largest shareholder of Twitter it's Vanguard Corp then Elon Musk. They beat Elon Musk. So the question is Vanguard Corp making a strategic move, or are they preventing Elon Musk from purchasing Twitter? right? Because there's two angles. Either Vanguard Corp does not want Elon to purchase Twitter, or they think Elon Musk will purchase Twitter at his $54.20 premium, and they'll make a lot of money.
Right.
And so it's very interesting how Vanguard Corp will have to justify its purchase of this much Twitter stock. That's just my observation right there. I found that very interesting. Also, BlackRock purchased a large percent of Twitter, not larger than Elon Musk's, but a large enough percent to make them, I think, third or fourth. So it's very interesting to see. And Elon Musk, the board actually is not the only people that's stepped in his way. In fact, there's the Saudi prince. There's like a lot of prince. There's like over 1,000. There's the Saudi prince who said that he would never sell his shares, and he owns a large percent of Twitter, to Elon Musk. It's a couple percent for sure. So he's facing a lot of resistance because he wants to implement free speech, which is quite weird. Of course. Right, because why... Let's think about it. Why is free speech weird? Oh, wait, the media actually explained why free speech is really bad. And so if you look at this clip, I forget who was this.
Wait, they're going full off Musk and saying that free speech is bad?
Yeah. And you know why they said it's bad? It's because, and I'm quoting them, Elon could actually control what people think. That is our job. That is a quote from MSNBC.
No!
Who were Trump voters and are still Trump supporters. They go, yeah, you guys are going crazy. He's doing, what are you so surprised about? He's doing exactly what he said he's going to do.
Well, and I think that the dangerous, edges here are that he's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts. And it could be that while unemployment and the economy worsens, he could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job.
Yeah, if you look at the issue.
No, I did not just hear that. That
is our job. I love how she says that is our job.
But regardless, even if they're talking about Trump, right, which let's just assume they're talking about Trump here alone. Even if Trump has his own platform, why is it their job to control what people think?
Right? Okay, that's the gotcha. It's not that they're crying that Trump or Elon. It's Trump in this context, but it could just as easily be Elon in the other context, considering that Trump and Elon derangement syndromes, respectively, are usually held by the same type of people, right? No way they literally just said could actually control what people think. That is our job. I'm dead.
That is mask off.
Bro, that is mask off and thrown to the floor and stepped on. Like, how the hell can you ever, after hearing that and listening to it with your human fleshy ears, say to yourself, oh yeah, I trust the mainstream media. Yeah, I trust MSNBC.
Yep, and that's the rundown of the Twitter Elon Musk debacle.
They're telling me what to think. That's good, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Bro.
Elon Musk, who's advocating for free speech, not telling people what to think, is the threat, not them. Great.
I watched Matrix. Frankly, I don't get why Neo didn't just take the blue pill.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Instead of people worrying about what Elon Musk is spending and doing, we should really start worrying more about what fucking Biden is doing with our tax money.
That's a good point. Why are we worrying about Elon Musk?
Yeah, I've been worrying. Don't worry.
Why are we worrying about Bill Gates buying the largest swath of farmland in the country? That seems like a bigger issue than Elon Musk. Also, he's invested a lot into the Pfizer and Moderna companies, so he's entangled in the vaccine. Why are we not, worried about Bill Gates, but we're so focused on Elon Musk? It's so strange to me.
Because Elon Musk bad.
Yeah, literally.
And also, of course, this is like an actual criticism that leftists have. Twitter's become kind of a walled garden for not even just like leftism, neoliberalism and democratic socialism. I mean hard shit. I'm talking fucking anarcho-communism, fucking Marxist-Leninism, which is just normal communism, fucking Poseidism, literally fascism, but like it's socialist, so it doesn't count. They're called fucking like red socialists, like red fascists, not red socialists, fucking red fascists. Yeah, those are completely fine on Twitter. If you are a fascist, but you just so happen to also be a socialist, lefties will fucking love you on Twitter. It's crazy. If you don't have pronouns in the bio, you get quote unquote ratioed by fucking like literally the absolute thesis, the perfect leftist. You know, fucking 12 mental disabilities, you know, and they're all listed. None of them are private. Everyone has to know. You got the stock profile picture with the pride flag in the background. You know the one. You've seen these people. Twitter has become a safe haven for Tumblr hardcore lefties. If Elon opens the floodgates back up and doesn't ban people based on ideology and being canceled, do you know what will happen? There is a possibility, not a guarantee, but a possibility, that a part of Twitter, a significant part of Twitter, will be like 4chan. That's fucking great! That's fucking great!
Oh no.
That's absolutely great! Okay?
Furries galore. Oh wait, there are always furries on Twitter.
No,
My bad.
No, but like, no, we swap out the left-wing furries for the right-wing furries. Like me. So, like, no, but seriously, think about the possibilities. I'm not talking about the racists, but they'll be there too. Think about this. Alright?
The racists are already on Twitter. Like, there's no stopping
but
that.
I mean,
They've always
like,
been on Twitter.
like the unironic racists. Like the really, really crazy ones. I mean,
No, there are unironic
are.
racists on Twitter, yeah.
There's like KKK members on there.
but they get banned.
Not always.
But hear me out, right? Okay, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
A new future for Twitter. Everyone who's been suspended for making edgy racist jokes are gonna come back, and everything that the snowflakes, everything that you could tell them to make them clutch their pearls, is gonna be the front page every day. It's gonna be Christmas with liberal tears. It's gonna be fucking beautiful.
Okay. Yeah.
Just imagine for a second the ultimate political battlefield where all ideas are accepted, even the ones that are objectively fucking horrible. Communists, fascists, and camps, and comps, everything.
Chaos.
Yes, it's going to be chaos, and that's great. That's what Twitter always should have been.
Honestly, like, that's great and all, but I just want Trump back.
Honestly, yeah, that's what I want. Like, I hate Twitter, even no matter if like I just don't like the app.
Just seriously, imagine it for just a second.
Trump back, I know, yeah, that'd be amazing. See his funny tweets every day. You're right, bro. And I imagine it every night.
Trump is mid. But can I just say something? Under Elon Musk's Trump would probably come back.
Probably, that makes sense.
Just
yeah.
Imagine a world where if you get canceled on Twitter, it doesn't fucking matter. It didn't really matter before, but now it really won't. Just imagine Twitter wasn't corrupt.
Also, this is a good point, Chao. I just want to...
Good ending.
The good ending? Is there such thing as a good ending?
Before we end, I just want to point out, remember all the leftists saying, oh, it's Twitter, right? If you disagree with their policy, just go make your own company. Yeah, well, they're not really upholding that same standard when Elon Musk wants to purchase it, so...
Just...
Crazy.
Here's what I'm saying right now, right? If Elon Musk buys Twitter, and he seriously promotes free speech over all else, as a public forum should, I think I'm just gonna live on Twitter. Because
don't you already live on Twitter?
No, I don't. Not really. Reddit is going down the shitter. Discord's next with their fucking TOS that's getting more and more restrictive by the day, like a cobra fucking choking its prey. Alright? Twitch is shit. YouTube shit. All of these social media platforms that have absolutely bent the knee to leftist authoritarianism and statism. This corrupting force. But Twitter might finally change. The enemy might be our first real friend. The last island of hope in an internet that's been absolutely infected with this corrosive ideology. Wouldn't that be the best? Wouldn't that be the best place to live your online life on? Yeah. A world where what you said wasn't used to paint you as some type of horrible, disgusting bigot 10 years later by someone who absolutely fucking hates you and wants you to go kill yourself but can't say that for fear of being canceled themselves? It's just... I don't know, man. It's likely that Elon Musk won't be able to make it that perfect, but...
Is it perfect?
Fuck it, man. I'll take anything. Anything over what we have right now. It's so bad. Just...
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking Elon Musk buying Twitter, if it ever happens, that's a white pill. That is a white pill.
Whoa. Why is it be white? Why can't it be black?
Black pill is the bad pill. What do you...
Whoa.
Oh, get it? Like race? Yeah, see, this is why we need fucking Elon Musk, bro.
You know what's crazy? Democrats are preventing the first African American from purchasing a social media company.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't believe that the Democrats would be so racist. That's crazy.
I know.
Speaking of something crazy on Twitter, let's talk about Elon Musk.
Again?
Or not Elon Musk, Ilhan Omar. Slowly developing stage 69 dementia like Joe Biden.
Oh, Joe Biden. Oh, yeah.
Anyways, so Ilhan Omar, she's the Democrat from, I can't remember which state, I think it's Michigan. She's a really radical Democrat in the House of Representatives. Minnesota, my bad. She's a representative from Minnesota. And she's very radical. She's a socialist pretty much. And okay, I need to give you guys some context. Initially, there was a video of people singing on a plane some Christian prayers for Jesus Christ on Easter. Right, on Easter Day, it's a prayer in the morning for Jesus Christ. And they were doing this prayer. What? It was a prayer. They were singing and praying. And this happened on a plane that this group of people chartered. So it was basically a private plane, a private jet. And Ilhan Omar quote tweeted this video and said, "I think my family and I should have a prayer session next time I am on a plane. How do you think it will end?" And she's Muslim, openly Muslim. So she's insinuating that because of her religion, people would do something worse than sing along as normal people would with, seen in this video. And that's just a very wrong assessment. This was a video on a charter plane that happened with people who actually paid to be there, and they knew everyone on that plane. If we look back to other airlines that go to very religious countries, like with my personal experience, LL, it's Israel's plane company, whatever. And so I've been to Israel 13 times, by the way, so I would know. Normally when you go on LL, people wear kippahs, people pray, people do all these ceremonial things, and this is allowed.
Yeah.
Because it's Israel's a plane company, right? This is what you would expect. Same goes here. These people who are a religious group, they chartered this plane, and they started praying. So realistically, there's nothing that would signify that from Ilhan Omar's perspective, if she did the same thing, chartered a plane based on a religious group of her same, religion, that people wouldn't pray with her. It seems so off. And by the way, there are Muslim countries that own plane companies, right? You have Qatar Airlines, you have Emirates, you have, I can't remember all of them, but the list goes on. Iran Airways, whatever. So if she really wants to go on a plane and start praying out in the open, no one's stopping her. Right? Just go on the right plane. That's literally it.
Yeah.
And Emirates has a very good safety.
Maybe. I'm just saying,
Oh my god. Also, okay, I'm not going to include that, obviously, but...
Why not? Because
that's bad.
Tell me why not.
That's bad.
What's
that's
wrong with
bad.
what I just said?
Wait, isn't this the same person that said that all the Jewish people should die?
Well, she is anti-Semitic, but she didn't say
that. So then
why
shouldn't
we... anti-Semitic?
I feel like we should keep the thing where Chao says she could leave the... She should...
Look, she's a very weird person. She married her brother.
Even more of a reason to keep that in.
Sweet Home Alabama, goddamn.
Yeah, so not the person to be on their high horse complaining about this.
All right, give me one good reason not to keep that joke in.
Bro, you sound like you're editing. It's not like you're editing it, Chao. It's not like you're editing it. Her editor has the fucking full say in there.
No, I get that, but seriously, there's no reason to remove it. It's a fucking joke.
It is a funny joke.
I have made worse jokes before.
Oh, but those don't make it in either, Chao.
No, that's my point.
Look, you know what? If this video gets 10 likes, I'll release it.
No. How about this? If this video gets 10 likes, we'll start OnlyFans and put all of Chao's on there.
I have an idea, alright? Here's what we'll do. Don't leave it in the normal... do leave it in the normal podcast, but don't make a clip of it. So they have to watch the whole podcast in order to hear it.
Alright, boys, let's go on to our next topic. CNN Plus, boys.
Propaganda I love CNN Plus.
I love CNN.
Bro, it's like our SoL OnlyFans on OnlyFans in the link down below.
Oh my god, I love CNN. It's basically just Fox News but worse.
Bro, this is actually a funny topic, and Chao actually, while we were writing our script, Chao actually remembered this. So say thank you to Chao because we get a clown on CNN here.
Oh, I love CNN so much.
So Chao, because you remembered, you get to introduce the topic.
Yay! I actually get to be useful for once. Okay, so basically, right? You know the drill. Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, CNN Plus. Imagine a CNN streaming service. CNN, of course, standing for Central NPC Network. Right? So let's go to the Forbes article, because of course Forbes is the most reliable source in the internet, obviously. CNN Plus reportedly getting fewer than 10,000 daily users 2 weeks after launch. Oof.
Yeah.
That's kind of rough, CNN.
We're not the ones to talk, but also...
Well, I mean, but keep in mind, CNN has, a staff, and they've been doing this for years, and, they have professional recording equipment, and they have their own streaming service, for Christ's sake. Us, we're just fucking recording this shit on OBS in a fucking Discord call. It's not comparable.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, we're not the ones to talk, but also CNN's a multi-billion-dollar company that employs hundreds of thousands of people.
That's literally what I just said.
I know, I'm just clarifying my position. Thank you very much.
Bruh.
But also, CNN has hundreds of thousands of viewers a day on national television, so, it's kind of funny that they plummeted this bad. And I don't know if you're going to mention this, Chao, but I guess I will. Apparently, allegedly, CNN will be cutting down on CNN Plus.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, I mean,
because it's such a disaster.
Yeah, there's not a lot of ROI. But of course, Forbes, with the, be the arbiter of truth, has to cut in with this little bit of copium here. So Forbes notes that Though CNN Plus launched on the CNN app online last month, the service only launched on Roku on Monday and is not yet available on Android TV, which could be impacting its user numbers.
Android TV? I didn't even know Android had a TV.
What the fuck is Android TV?
Let's be honest here. Democrats use Apple. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know one Democrat who does. Well, actually, no, I do.
Also,
the Hispanic demographic of that.
Let's read this next line here. It says,
it is not clear how many subscribers CNN Plus has.
Also, they initially received a $1 billion investment over 4 years for CNN Plus. So,
damn.
Yeah. Oof.
Roughly $300 million has been spent on CNN Plus, according to Axios. Ooh.
Yeah.
What is on there that's so special? And
the network expected to have 2 million CNN Plus users in its first year. That's not happening.
Well, at least not yet.
CNN said we continue to be happy with the launch and its progress after only 2 weeks. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Also,
wait, how long has it been up? Wait.
Of course, Warner Media apparently merged with Discovery on Monday around the time when CNN Plus launched. So, along with a new streaming service, we also get a new super company. Company plus company equals super company. It's great. Can't wait for micro Applesoft and Disney Epic Games. You know what I'm talking about. We just throw all the companies together. Eventually we'll get one huge company. It'll merge with the government and it will just consume all.
Yeah,
I think that's what the leftists were talking about when they said capitalism and decay. I mean, I'd call it corporatism, but that's besides the point. But yeah, so CNN Plus. That's great. Oh, also apparently Chris Wallace left Fox News to join CNN Plus.
Yeah, look, Chris Wallace, he was always a little liberal, and so he didn't really fit on Fox News. I don't know why. He made a whole big deal saying that he didn't feel comfortable doing his job anymore. But come on, bro. You work for the most right-leaning news network in national television, and what do you expect?
Or at the very least, the most mainstream right.
Yeah, most mainstream right.
Yeah.
Wing. Yeah.
And then, of course, you join CNN Plus and it flops. What a surprise!
Yeah.
We got a little funny quote from Twitter of live-based reaction. CNN Plus is drawing 10,000 viewers a day. That's only 200 viewers per state. It doesn't mean they're actually watching. They're just subscribed. If people want garbage programming, regular CNN provides it for free. I'm a happy man and I can find joy in little things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. But yeah, CNN Plus, propaganda on demand. Was it at 10,000 in... Yeah, 10,000 a day. Great. Awesome. Great. Awesome, great. Hassan Piker. Next topic.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I've followed Hassan Piker for a bit because I find his story a little ironic considering who he claims to be. And for those who don't know, Hassan Piker, he's a very popular Twitch streamer. I think for a while he was number one in terms of subscribers on Twitch. And because of the wealth he amassed, he's a very successful person. But what makes him very interesting is he actually proclaims to be a socialist, which is quite interesting because Hassan Piker, not too long ago, was in the news for buying a $2.7 million home in West Hollywood. Well, but what makes this even more interesting, or at least more recently interesting, is what Hassan Piker did in Coachella. So I came across a tweet that kind of went a little viral. It was from, I think, his editor or someone that he's close with. His editor. His editor tweeted 3 pictures of Hassan saying, quote, "So this guy takes a private jet to Coachella, wears a $1,100 Hawaiian shirt out here, and is a socialist, question mark." Which, by the way, he did this tweet ironically, but he actually has some merit to this. Hassan Piker proclaims to be a socialist, takes a private jet to Coachella, wears a $1,100 Gucci shirt, buys a $2.7 million home, and yells at people saying how amazing socialism is. So, I just have a question. Why don't you donate 90% of your income to the lower class? Right? That seems like a fair take considering he's a socialist. What makes this even more interesting is he bought his home in West Hollywood. And now West Hollywood it's a decently okay area, but he bought it in the rich area where there's like no minorities. And his defense is always, well, I'm making it, I'm actually introducing minorities because he's a minority himself. He's from Turkey, or he was born in America, moved to Turkey for a very long time, came back. I just have to say, wouldn't it be better if he moves into the slums there's not a lot of slums in West Hollywood, but if he moved into the slums of West Hollywood and uplifted the community on a whole block, wouldn't that be better use of his money since he's a proclaimed socialist? Just a question. He will obviously defend himself in some other way, but that's the reality of the situation. Hassan Piker, socialism is not all that what it seems like. If he really wants socialism, I really advise him to go to Cuba, North Korea, and they would take him in open arms, by the way, North Korea, Venezuela, countries like that. And that's where I'll leave it.
Wait, before we end this topic, right?
Oh, what?
I have one thing to say about Hassan Piker. Alright?
Who
If the editor could put an image, if someone put an image of this guy on screen, the one with him in glasses, I'll send it to our editor later. But this guy straight up looks like a pedophile. Bro, straight up looks like Jared from Subway.
We do not make fun of appearance on the Sons of Liberty YouTube channel.
Bro, man looks like Jared from Subway and fucking my bad. See that. What is it? What's his name? Oh, Joe Biden mixed together. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of irony with this guy. I think we could all agree. His Twitter banners, it literally says, and here we have a wealthy socialist being pampered while he claims to speak for the downtrodden or downtrodden. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
So yeah, completely ironic. Everything all around.
He's a hypocrite. Alright.
He's like Bernie Sanders. He only has 3 homes, boys. Only 3 homes.
Again, I'm asking for your financial support. Okay, I need you to fund my campaign again. While I have millions.
Also, I'm a millionaire and have 3 homes and pay very little taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny.
Anyways.
Alright, I think that's the end of the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for watching. I'm King Chao. This is never coming out. KYKA, do your thing.
I'm a Dirty D2 Casual, and you guys can go to my channel to see more content, because I'll be posting there.
And I'm Sunnyhawkeye. I'm your host with the most.
Okay, and thank you for watching. All right, and we're about to make a Sons of Liberty video that in the raw footage is less than an hour. Poggers.
Oh shit! Really?
Poggers.
Thank goodness.
All right. Well, insert witty catch line to end off the video with a inspiring message.
Sunnyhawkeye is the best.
You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended at everything, getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. What we need is common sense. We need balance. We're all in the same boat. Why you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink. This is madness.